Hi everyone, I'm Mark Duhamel with Legend Boats, and I'm here to introduce you and our friends at boatdealers.ca to the new Legend Uttern S59. Uttern is a brand new brand for the North American market, and we're introducing it here as something that we believe the Canadian boater wants. When you check out the S59, this is a 19.5 foot, 5.9 meter fiberglass center console, but it's unique in its styling and in its performance. It is not set up as a traditional center console that you would see in other brands. This boat is truly set up as a day cruiser, a day boat, a family-oriented craft. Lots of seating, lots of convertibility, and it's just got an amazing amount of storage as well as freeboard. Deep V hull, the proper amount of horsepower, it runs well, and it is equipped to the nines. There's not much you can actually add to this boat for equipment. So as I'm talking about the S59, the center console model, in the background what you can see is our D59. This is actually a unique boat for the marketplace as well. It's a 19.5 foot cuddy cabin, and lots of room, lots of style. It'll be a boat that I'm interested in and excited to show you guys in the future. Until then, let's talk about the S59. So the S59, if you look at it, it has traditional center console layout. However, there is something different. You have a table up in the front, a folding teak table. This table actually becomes the backbone for a structure up in the bow that makes it fully convertible up here. You've got storage up here. Again, these are on piston lifters. We got the covers all stored inside here. But I could store the table leg in here, I could store part of the table or anything else, all my life jackets. And again, well finished underneath, very clean fiberglass work, European quality, nice stainless latches. They're all lockable, of course, and I can snap that cushion back down. This bow, this table actually comes off and will drop down in place. There's filler cushions for this entire area that comes standard with this boat. So it makes an entire bow lounge in the front. So underneath here, we have a very large storage area. There's two latches right here. Opens like this. It's all on piston lifters. If you look at the size of the storage, there's just a ton of space underneath here. This is designed to store all of the upholstery inside, minus the two captain's chairs. Everything can go in, everything can be stowed away. You've got a nice waterproof seal on here, piston lifters to hold it up. There's no mooring cover to put on this boat. We don't have to worry about this boat getting water inside the hull because this is a full self-bailing hull. What that means to you is that if water falls inside or you take a wave over the bow, which I think would be hard with the high bow on this boat, but if you get rainwater, you leave this sitting out at your dock at your cottage for a couple weeks between stays, all of the water is going to drain down to drains and exit the hull without ever going into the inner hull. It's actually quite incredible having a self-bailing hull. Once you take all your cushions out of here, you can convert this into a full sun lounge, so it becomes like a small cruiser. You've got a great amount of seating here already. Probably sit 5 or 6 people around here to enjoy an afternoon. When you head to the back, you have this incredible center console. And what I like about this center console is just the way it's laid out. These seats will slide forward and back, and they'll spin around. But they have a lift-up bolster on them, so you got lots of nice height. You have an area that you can put your feet up on for comfort when you're driving. Center console, center shifter, nice big Simrad GPS in the dash. You have troll control, SmartCraft gauges for Mercury on here, so you can control your speed, you can control your trolling, your RPM, and all Utterns 17 feet and up, we've equipped these and we're bringing them in standard with active trim. If you want to know what active trim is, look it up, but basically it takes the trimming operation of running an outboard and it makes it effortless. You turn it on and you drive the boat. The engine will trim itself to the proper trim and give the best efficiency out of the outboard without you having to worry about whether you're high, low, at the right trim level, and you can just go on and enjoy your day. It's really boating made easy. You got a nice big grab handle here, so if you're in some rougher water, you have something to grab. It's nice and solid. You have full protection. If you are in inclement weather, you can bring this down and you're seeing right through the glass. Some storage up here, stereo of course, nice passenger seat beside you so your loved one can sit beside you, or if you're a couple buddies, you can go out and everyone is protected from the wind. So if you want to do some entertaining, you certainly have the flip up bolster, so that'll give you some more height. You could slide this seat forward and back, and there's a release here that allows you to swivel it all the way around. You could do this with both the driver's seat and the passenger seat. What I like about this is that if I was using this boat for water sports, my spotter can be turned comfortably and facing the aft, watching the water skier or wakeboarder behind us, and the driver can just focus on driving the boat. In the rear, you've got a full bench seat back here for more seating. You've got storage in the back. I'll just turn that. Here is more the business end of the boat. Your battery is going to be here. You've got some storage. Again, it holds itself up with piston lifters. Seals all the way around. It does come standard with a circuit breaker electrical system as well as a battery switch. So I can shut the batteries off, close this down and walk away and never have to worry about it. Because it's a self-bailing hull, if this was sitting out and it was raining all day long, the water would just simply drain out of the boat. I never have to worry about the bilge pump having to run. The finishing is incredible. The fiberglass work is well done. Fully sealed piston lifter, very easy to lift up and down. And again, because they've provided so much storage underneath the helm, underneath the seat base here, up in the bow on both sides, you can remove all of these cushions with ease and store them away when you're not at the boat. If you go to the stern, you have a full width swim platform. There's large steps on both sides, a boarding ladder that's stainless steel. You have a stainless steel ski or wakeboard bar. Underneath here, very well finished fiberglass hatch. This has a drain down into the splash well. And if you wanted to put wet water ski ropes or anything, any kind of ropes or lines that are wet, when you put them in here, they're going to drain out. They've got some ventilation to make sure they're getting rid of all of the moisture that would be trapped in there. You have the same thing here on the port side. And what you're going to notice is one of the standard features, this boat is equipped with hydraulic steering as a standard feature. So very effortless steering, very easy to drive. Traditionally, I just trim the motor because I'm used to doing it, but I do have the active trim that's standard on this boat turned on. As you can see, it's a nice, easy to operate dash. Everything is at my fingertips. All the switches are here. I don't require tilt steering on this one. It's got a hydraulic helm, but I don't require tilt because there's just so much room back here. I can slide the seat forward and back. I also can flip up the bolster if I want to be higher and stick my feet up here. So it really depends on the way you like to sit and the way you like to drive a boat. I prefer to stand, quite honestly. So I find this quite easy, and with the grab handle here, I got lots of room. So a lot of people would ask us why we built this boat or why we're bringing this boat to the Canadian marketplace. And to answer the question, I would say that the easiest answer is we brought it out for the cottager. Having grown up on going back and forth to my camp in Northern Ontario or our cottage, we always used center consoles because they were easy. We could pull into the dock, tie up, not have to worry about anything. And we're targeting that market as the cottage buyer. People can use this on big water or small water alike. It's very easy to drive. And ultimately, our customer is going to be the day boater that will take this to a destination, come back. Because it's a center console, it's really easy. They can tie up on both sides. If they're going for lunch at a local marina or another town, they don't really have to worry about too much on docking on one side versus the other. So if you go over a large wake, unlike other boats where they'll kind of skip sideways and they'll try and go and follow the wake, this is going to go exactly where you point it. So if you buy the boat new and you're using it new and you're testing it out, you're going to find out that, this is very easy to drive. If you put your traditional mindset on and you drive this through large wake and you try and compensate for the side movement that a lot of boats would have, you actually overcorrect. So I'm going to tell all of our customers, just don't overthink it. Drive the boat, point it where you want to go, and try it out. You can see that it'll make a nice big bank. It's very stable footed. It works through it, and if I keep going like this, I can create quite a wake, but I really don't have to worry about hitting large waves, steering through them, doing anything. The steering is quite simple and easy, and it'll hold because it's hydraulic right where I leave it. Again, this boat, we are only doing 20 miles an hour. It's on full plane. It's not lifting up on the nose. If I had 10 people in this boat, it would still run the exact same way. We have some great conditions today, a little bit of cloud, but it's very calm out here, so you know, we're gonna have a nice ride today. Oh, and then we have a loon.